Good song for this, love. About fucking around and finding out. What's a good song, Carrie, for fucking around and finding out?
I don't know. This is Google. This is crazy.
You see my background?
I see it. That's fucking crazy.
Let's see if she got any recommendations. Reverie?
Talking all that shit on the gram, and then in person all I hear is silence.
Hey, it's loud beats. You heard?
Fuck around and find out, bitch. Texas this dirty south, bitch. You already know what I'm about, bitch. So watch what the fuck's coming out your mouth, bitch. Don't fuck with carrots, I know cariña. I ain't saying shit, fuck your subpoena. Loyal to the streets, it's all I know. Somebody get God, that's how it goes. In the studio with entrepreneurs. Gun in the bag, in the back of the Porsche. 6 figure years, so we're acting the poor. If you take cash with a step of the course, break yourself.
All right, y'all. Tap the screen. Share this. I know I haven't been on live in a minute. But do a tap blast. Hold down the screen, and just send this shit to everybody in the list. Just send it, cause we gotta talk. We got to talk. Cause it's funny how history. It's funny how history just keeps repeating itself, isn't it? It's funny how history does that, huh?
I'm on the mission, leave you swimming with the fishes. I ain't stopping till I'm rolling in the riches. I know you want it, but you can never handle my position. You suspicious, so I'm acting vicious. Silly hoes, this ain't Christmas, this is risky business. Get the goddamn gist.
All right, tap the screen, y'all. Show the live. All right, because the T, I mean, it's not T. It's already public information. Hold on. Here comes Lady Snow.
But when I saw it, I was listening to it, I read the title, I was busting out laughing like the group is just exploding on itself.
But didn't I say that back in October?
Yeah.
And didn't I warn? Because we gonna watch the video together. For y'all who don't know, let's get to 2,000 likes. Tap the screen. We gonna watch Tracy's video because Tracy didn't miss. Even though I don't like that bitch, I wouldn't put her out with piss if she was on fire.
My
But she
thing
didn't
is,
miss.
why
She didn't miss.
why is she now speaking up when I said that you as a white woman cannot be culturally black or culturally black anything.
Okay, because we finna talk about that. We finna talk about tap the screen to 2,000 y'all, and we finna because Lady Snow, didn't we tell them like, hey, stop allowing her to say she's culturally black? You cannot be culturally black.
Yeah.
And that was the motive thing. They're saying that I'm not black. They're saying that I'm not black, and I was like, we can't allow even an adoptee who's a white woman, who's been adopted by black people, to say that they have black culture, right? We can't allow that. So it's so funny because we're gonna listen to it, guys. We're gonna listen to it once we get to 2,000 likes. But
No,
when you listen to it, ladies, everything she says that they're doing to her, didn't they do to us?
yeah. Except like I'll talk about my part. So when I was in the group, they were trying to get me not to go on your podcast. They were saying that you would use it against me or whatever type shit. And I was like, the difference between y'all and me is I know what to say and what not to say. Carlos, did I ever mention my gang affiliation to you at all in that podcast?
Mm-mm.
Okay, thank you. A smart member would know not to say whatever to say when to say. You know what I mean?
So, Cass says she misunderstood transracial entirely and became reverse racial. Y'all adoptees allowed this woman to call me a black bitch and disrespect me, disrespect Kels, disrespect black women.
And me,
Y'all allowed her.
she got mad
And you.
because I called her out and I said, you can't be culturally black. If anything, you're mad that I'm ethnically black and I look white.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I can't help that my daddy got with my mama, had me, and I'm still a black woman by law. You remember Cass? Yes, yes.
All right, we're at 2,000. Let's start it. All right, put your mic on mute,
Okay,
lady. So
love.
while we listen to this, because this too much.
Right?
This too much.
Right now, there's a man on TikTok documenting
Okay, hold on.
it to me like she was like a confidant, and so I wasn't going to address this publicly.
It's a public video, guys. I'm not going to show it because TikTok rules. So let's just listen. I am going to stop, but y'all know how I do these things. I'm going to stop when I got something to say. If you want to come on the panel and give your 2 cents, you can. Make sure y'all are tapping the screen, protecting the live, send some gifts, okay? Because we back at it. Listen, I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew that there were groups of white people trying to fucking stalk and harass. I've proven it in court. Y'all are doing it to Tracy too. Y'all doing it to Tracy too. Well, Tracy, the rooster has come to roost. I have empathy for you because I know what it feels like. But baby, you did it to me, and that video is still up with 4 million views. But let's listen.
But since we're still going around telling people that I'm crazy and manic, Olivia, here we go.
Olivia.
I'm gonna lay this out clearly. One time, when me and Olivia first started talking, she knew the lore about everyone. And when I say everyone,
no, she didn't. Olivia didn't know anything about any of us. She wasn't even accepted into Adoptee Talk.
Exactly. And when I was in that group and she was like either just becoming a part of it, like none of them know my diagnosis.
Olivia joined the cult group early because I was on a panel, Kels was on the panel, you were on the panel, and I think we were there with Joe. And she tried to say she had fork privilege, that she was black, and that she identified as black. I told her, Kels told her, we all said, baby, you can be raised by black people, but you will never be us.
Exactly.
That's been her whole issue. That's been her entire issue since all of this started. So let's listen.
I mean, like everyone from Adoptee Talk. I had just come out of a period of isolation and I really didn't know anyone on Adoptee Talk, and Olivia knew all their personal information, including...
Once again, Olivia didn't know shit besides the lies and this cult group that she was a part of.
Details about their mental health. He framed it to me like she was like a confidant and people would come to her and discuss their mental health problems and that she would help them figure out what they had, like diagnose them pretty much. He also explicitly told me that she had permission from these people to share their mental health issues with me because they knew that she just wants to help everyone. From the very beginning, she was fixated on my analytics on TikTok. It went from her just like watching my analytics from my page to calling me on FaceTime and asking me to screen share and go into my analytics so that she could see them like in depth.
Now, doesn't that sound familiar? Remember, guys, when they were trying to come after me, they're like, specifically Olivia, she was like, he has such a large account. Remember, it was all about how large my social media platforms were. And they wanted to bring down my social media platforms. And I was like, why? I'm not doing anything. I'm just advocating. Because they're fucking jealous. I always said they were jealous. And unfortunately, Tracy, you got some followers because of that bullshit Toma ass lie that y'all told on me. And you still got that video posted up. Miss Hughes, the lawsuit's coming. But it's funny that happened because that's exactly the same thing that happened to me. Why does he have all the followers? Why does he get all the views? Right?
I remember that.
Hold on.
I posted a video, she would watch it like a hawk to the point where like she would call me and be like, oh, congratulations on 14K views. Congratulations on 80K views before I even knew like that my video was doing well. Started off as compliments and then she started asking me how I was achieving my views and my growth on my page. I told her I really didn't know, and that basically...
You didn't know how you started achieving your views on your page? Maybe it was that bullshit ass live video that's still posted. You used me. You used a lie about me to boost your following, which is why that's the largest video on your platform. The largest video on my platform is about my story. The largest video on your platform is because you lied for a group of people who turned their backs on you because I told you they would, because you're a black woman. Who looks more similar to you? Not her. You're in this group, who's the black woman, y'all? You. So did you think that it wouldn't happen to you, love? Let's continue.
I just asked God to push my video out to people who needed to see it, and usually it worked like he does.
Probably because you tell the fucking, ain't your fault. Listen.
That was not a good enough answer for her. For some reason, she was like, well, that would never work for somebody like me. Things don't just get handed to people like me. I pretty much was like, girl, whatever. Anyways, that's how I pretty much, in general, live my everyday life. I believe that if I put it out there and it's meant for me, it will come to me.
That's
After I
manifesting.
told her this, she started comparing me to friends that she has with like severe mental health issues or other issues. First, she said that I remind her of a friend in spiritual psychosis because that friend just believes that the universe and God will take care of her. But not me. She was like, oh, not you. I don't think you're in spiritual psychosis. Then she said I reminded her of a friend who was a terrible mom who only wanted to be their kid's friend and not their parent. Again, but I'm not a terrible mom. Not me. And she started comparing me to her friend with bipolar schizoaffective disorder. When I asked her about that, she was like, oh, good things just happened to him. I'm not saying you have bipolar schizoaffective disorder.
Let's pause there. How many excuse me? How many diagnoses did y'all hear them give me over the last 3 to 5 years?
At least 30, if not less.
Martin, bipolar, DD, multiple personality disorder. Mind you, I have CPTSD. That's the only thing I've had because of my trauma from foster care. But isn't it funny that, Tracy, you don't like when people make up lies about your mental health, do you? Because it's not fun, is it?
I also confided in her that cleaning is a trigger for me because I struggle with executive dysfunction, and so she would frequently
Cleaning is a difficult. Hire a maid. You're a mother. You cannot have a nasty house. That's why the walls are yellow. Hey, Luna.
Trigger me, and I know that she was doing this purposely because I found out later that she'd get on the phone with her mutual friends and tell them like, oh, I just mentioned this, and it triggered Tracy. So she was keeping my nervous system in constant dysregulation. And the whole Karlos situation started. She actively tried to discourage me from speaking out about it. She kept saying he's going to embarrass me and make me seem like an angry black woman, and she didn't want that for me. But
I didn't do that. I just asked why you was lying.
I made my video anyway, and I just didn't tell her about it. In fact, I didn't really tell her before I was making any of my videos about him.
So let's pause there. There's an ongoing conspiracy case with her, Mr. McCormick, and probably these two now. Because in this video, you guys admit that you guys have a group chat. You have a Discord. You guys talk about how you're going to take me down. You just told the world, love.
Exactly. The fact that she even said that there was a group chat that she was a part of makes it more implicative.
So let's continue.
That really bothered her. Well, after the first video that I made about him, he invited me to a live.
I did.
And they asked me to ask him if she would come, so I did. But I told her that I wanted the live to be on my page because I didn't want him to be able to mute.
So Olivia, first of all, why do y'all speed up y'all's videos like that? And then secondly, Olivia asked you to make sure, because remember I said, Tracy, let's talk, because I had no problem with Tracy. I really didn't. I didn't know the girl. She was on my podcast years ago. I really didn't know her. She was trying to defend her. And y'all remember when this one, Rebecca Mons, threw her under the bus and said that she didn't ask to make that video? But it does sound like you talked to other people because you said you didn't tell Olivia that you were going to make the video. Did you tell her you were going to make the video? Because in the court of law, she said that she didn't know under oath. Right? So when I sue you and possibly get some stalking injunctions as well, we'll see what my attorneys say. That's going to be part of the discovery because we get to see what y'all was talking about. You've already admitted that there's a group chat about me. So if that group chat does not show itself to existence, don't delete it, baby. In the next few weeks when this court case starts, I'm headed for you.
Over me, and she was like, no, he'll get better views. And then I also told her pretty much that I wanted it to be after a certain time. Phone with her, and she's watching his live, and she's like, oh, he just mentioned my name, I have to go. This was 3 hours early, and I was like, no, like, just wait. She was like, no, I have to go, he mentioned my name, so she like derailed my whole process, and then when I could finally join, she dropped from the panel. She proceeded to tell me for weeks and months afterwards how great she did on that live and how horrible he made me look, but she did it under the guise of sympathy, like, oh, I'm so sorry he did that to you. I did amazing, though. Again,
I wouldn't say it was amazing. I think you just continued your lies, but go ahead.
I didn't notice, like, this pattern. I don't know. Started throwing jabs at me saying that, like, I was forgetting about her and how she was the perfect victim in all of this.
Guys, who does that sound like? Who does that sound like? They're the perfect victim. You're not making videos for them. You're not showing enough sorrow for them.
Outspoken, number one.
And when you say, hey, I can kind of control my own platform. What happens to you, Tracy, when you tell these cult members no? What happens to you, Tracy?
And I still don't know what she means by that. Chris made comments about my son's hair. I told her that I didn't want to like keep addressing it and bringing it up because I didn't want more adults to like go bully my child. And
because my husband ain't got no boundaries besides legal ones. The only boundaries he got are legal boundaries. It's not illegal to call your son's hair unkept, unfortunately. Now, what did she say about your son's hair?
I found out later on that she got on the phone with our mutuals because she's culturally black, as she loves to call herself, and explained to them what nappy-headed means, and basically said
she's culturally black and using the word nappy-headed.
That my son's hair is severely neglected, which is the furthest thing from the truth. She said he had B2Bs, which
B2B?
a white woman, even a white woman who grew up in a black home, that's racist as fuck, Olivia. You're racist for that.
Pause there. Now, Kels, this is where I need you. Didn't she disrespect all of us as black people defending this white woman to the point where this white woman said, I was lying about my story. I wasn't born in Detroit. I wasn't born in the hood. I wasn't even black. She says, I'm blacker than you, Karlos, because you were adopted by white people. Am I remembering this correctly?
Yes, this is not a fallacy. This is exactly what she said.
Oh, and Carlos, just know that she deleted like a couple of her pages, like Olivia did, and then she brought back up one page where she lied in the bio and she said that her page was banned at 14K or something like that.
Oh no, it did get banned because she was beefing with some other girl, and I think I don't know. I ran because y'all know I don't keep up with these weirdos, but she got into it with some other girl. Like the Olivia woman cannot keep friends because she
Right.
censors herself in all her friendships, and she
Right.
overshares to strangers on the internet. But her and some other girl got into it.
That's an abuse tactic that cults do. She'll overshare and then expect you to overshare and then use that against you.
Yeah, that's exactly
Right.
that was what they got into it about, because the girl wasn't being a good friend or something, and then they got into it, and then somehow her page got deleted, and then they tried to blame that on Karlos. Like at some point, that first page being deleted, they tried to blame on Karlos. Because that was around the time she was running around with the icon of a toaster because she had toaster privilege.
Oh, yeah. Now I recall. Okay. Thank you for the update.
Yeah, but they tried to blame that first page deletion on Karlos when we never thought about that lady ever again after that day she came on the live talking about toaster privilege.
When I unblocked her, there was only one video on the page, and it's just like her doing like some weird audio.
But I said on the first live, when the first live video dropped, they were using Tracy as a outwardly black pawn in this game.
Black. She was a token black.
No, but she's the outwardly appearing black pawn in this game. And now that she's now the Karlos of their clique, they're going to do the same exact thing that they did to Karlos to her. Because her following and her, what she now calls a cult, she's no longer useful to them. So sorry that happened. Not sorry. Sucks for you.
Oh, we're gonna continue. We're only halfway through the video. Let's go.
Maybe asking her to leave it alone also. She continued to bring it up. She brought it up directly to them on the November 12th live on Jacob's page. 4 times in fact she brought it up. After that November 12th live, we were on the phone and I was telling her about how what Allie said to me was like the nicest thing that anybody has ever said to me, and like it made me cry.
The fact that a stranger on the internet was the first person to say something nice to you is the problem. Go get some friends, babe. In real life.
If I ever considered the fact that I might have bipolar disorder because I have main character syndrome, I started to question how everyone was perceiving me after that. I really started to spiral. I would research bipolar disorder frequently, constantly. I was researching it.
Pause there. So Tracy, you don't think when you encourage the entire adoptee community to question my mental health, to call me a narcissist, to call me a woman abuser, you don't think that affected my mental health? You don't think that? And then after I checked myself into a mental wellness center in December, you all said that I made that up for clout and views. It don't feel good when the tables are turned, do it? And the difference between me and you is that you're a single mom who works 2 jobs. Actually, no, you don't work any jobs because you're on disability. Which whatever. That's if you qualify, you qualify. You're welcome, because those are my taxes. You don't have the same legal, emotional, or friendship support system as me. So I know how I felt when they did that to me. I had enough money to make sure I can go to a great wellness center in Scottsdale. I had enough support between my husband and my best friend to know that I wasn't going crazy, and I didn't have any fucking children in my life while I was trying to go through that. I can only imagine what they're doing to you and how you feel. That's why I have a little bit of empathy, even though you still have a video on your page that are complete lies that this whole group created. Until you do right by moi, everything you touch is going to be a failure, because That's how the universe works. And I told you, I warned you, I warned y'all, I warned Lady Snow. That's why I got the fuck out of it.
What's going on? I was tapping in.
So, okay, let me catch you up. So, because we're listening.
Hey, y'all. How was that work?
So,
Zena.
it's collapsing.
It's
So Olivia is now attacking Tracy, calling her mentally saying
she is
they're doing the same thing that they did to me.
I tell you they were gonna. I literally just told them like,
and then
yes,
now
we're
Tracy
gonna move on to
saying,
somebody else.
Tracy is because they're like Tracy's got a bigger platform, which she does. She's like 15,000 off of my name.
Yeah, literally off of your name.
She said, "I don't know why I got the followers. I do. You have 4 million
that you have pinned at the top of your page
that you lied about."
It has
you know what, Touche? Because we've always said she ate that video up.
Yeah, I did. We did give her
when it comes to editing and having a catch, as a content creator, that hook.
As a content creator, looking purely, that was a good video. I'm not gonna lie.
But you lied.
You lied.
But this is why the rooster has come to roost, because she started to get more popular. And just like me, when I got more popular and I had the most followers,
the higher you go, the farther you'll fall. Because people start to get jealous.
They put you on a pedestal.
They put you on a pedestal.
You don't like that pedestal, do you, love?
And now people are trying to tear her down.
So now she's tearing her down, and then now Tracy's saying that Olivia's racist because she called her son's hair nappy and beady bees. And then she said that Olivia said that she can't be racist because she's culturally black. Because she was adopted by black people.
Okay, wait, hold up, back up.
But that's been the entire issue with me and my platform with Olivia, because when I first met her, she was like, so I'm just like you guys because I was adopted by black people. So even though I'm white, I don't have white privilege. I was like, yes, you do. That's what started all of this. And then she's like, and they told me I wasn't black enough. You're not black at all.
That's
like me being adopted by white parents. Like, I'm white. No, you're not. So that's where we are right now.
I'm screaming.
And then she in the middle. She in the middle of it. Miss Mons, she's always in the middle, because then Tracy also confirmed that they have group chats that they talk about, and they make plans.
Yeah, Discord. We know about the Discord.
She said text messages.
They can get conspirmiss charges.
This is what I'm saying.
Do you guys know you can get a conspiracy charge?
Yep.
And you can go to prison?
Did you watch my other deal with Mr. McCormick this morning?
No.
The police went to his house this morning.
Oh, really?
Because he didn't release his gun.
Which we knew that was probably.
And they told him, you have 24 hours from today, otherwise we're coming back with a warrant.
Mm-hmm.
We gave him 14 days.
Yeah, I know. We gave him 2 weeks.
So now his friend Chaos is like, you're stalking my friend.
No, it's in the order. It's in the court order to release your guns. That was in the court order.
That's in the court. He's like, I thought you were afraid. Why do you keep sending people to his house? I'm not sending nobody.
It's in the court order.
It's in the court order. And I told him there are probably more police because there's a whole investigation. And then we just got word from another investigator about the mom's thing and her whole investigation. So there's two active. And I bet you they gonna merge some bitches together.
That's just gonna put two and two together.
And what is that? Conspiracy across state lines.
Exactly.
Felony.
They're playing with felony charges, bruh. They're playing with, and I know they're watching felony charges.
So she just admitted that there's a Discord and there's a group chat about how they plan to take me down, because she said that Tracy asked her to tell her about the video that they were going to make, the viral one. And she's like, I didn't tell Tracy, but I told other people. So with you admitting that, when we go for discovery for this lawsuit, you've already admitted that there was a group chat.
I will find that Discord.
Mm-hmm.
I'm already on it. So y'all better disperse it now before I find it.
What happens when you admit to a conversation and then it disappears before discovery? Jail, baby. You can't delete
evidence.
You've already admitted it. So now we're gonna watch the rest of the video. If you want to go back recording. No, if you want to stand, you can stand here.
What rest of the video?
It's like 15 minutes. It's like how much? It's like half the way through.
Damn, what is she yapping about?
Oh, she's about her being me.
My therapist weekly. I stopped wanting to make videos, and I also wanted to stop joining lives a lot because I felt like I didn't know how people were perceiving me. I was afraid that I was acting.
Oh, so people started making lies about your mental health. They started attacking you and your family.
The tables have turned.
And you stopped wanting to make videos? You stopped wanting
how the tables have happened, bitch.
The 180 has happened.
If this is not a lesson in whatever you put out in the universe, it'll come right back to you, y'all. Never put any negative shit out there because everything that she did to Karlos, it came straight back to her ass.
Real quick. Real quick.
It
was gonna be this
it is turnaround time.
Let's listen.
Really, really erratic, and everyone could see it except for me. Even after I told her that it was causing me distress, she continued to bring it up to me every time I got on the phone.
Interesting.
To the point where even my therapist was like, I don't think that like she is safe. Like what she's doing is wrong. It seemed like she was just so concerned that I felt like she was really concerned, and that's why I felt like, oh, it's like, is this true? Today there wasn't a reason why I might be bipolar because I don't want to work, even though like I.
Wait a second. Wait, back it up. Wait a second.
Backing it up.
Rewind that again.
Backing it up.
Rewind
I wanted
it.
to make videos, and then I also wanted to stop joining lives a lot because I felt like I didn't know.
Thank you, Ron.
How people were perceiving me. And I
Tap the
was afraid
screen,
that I was
send some
acting
gifts,
really
y'all.
Erratic, and everyone could see it except for me. Even after I told her that it was causing me distress, she continued to bring it up nearly every time I got on the phone. To the point where even my therapist was like, I don't think that like she is safe. Like what she's doing is wrong. Again, she made it seem like she was just so concerned that I felt like she was genuinely concerned. And that's why
Isn't that how they all work?
Yep.
They reach out to you, feel like they're genuinely
They're
concerned.
genuinely concerned that this is a manipulation tactic
Is
that
that-
they
is
use.
that- is that like Cult 101?
It's weaponization and manipulation.
Because they will act like they get close to you.
Yeah.
And the difference is, I actually
It
was
was
concerned. It was
genuine.
genuine.
But they're not genuine.
No.
They can't,
use that.
and it's sad because these people if you do have mental health problems, you can't tell the difference between someone actually being genuine and someone trying to get at you.
Even when I didn't believe this bitch, I went and scrubbed her floors.
Yep.
That's genuine
That's
concern.
that's a genuine concern.
After I found out that it might not have been what she presented it to be, that's where the bullshit Toma came out. But it's still genuine concern. These people are cult creators.
Yeah.
And the way that a cult controls you is to find out your deepest, darkest secrets and then use them against you.
And then weaponize them against
Didn't I say that, y'all? Didn't I say that?
Yeah,
Let's listen.
you did.
thought like, oh, it's like, is this true? Today there wasn't a reason why I might be bipolar because I don't want to work, even though like I am on disability. I got approved for disability, so even my doctors agree that I shouldn't work. Character syndrome was a big one.
Why is everybody? They can't work, but they can make thousands.
Yeah, everybody can't work.
See, don't we get paid making videos?
I get paid
Off
this.
TikTok. Don't we have? Isn't there UGC? Aren't there companies
Yes.
that'll literally pay you $25 an hour?
Yes.
Just
Or
to
more,
record product.
Yeah.
So but they can record videos.
Yeah. If you can record a video, you can work. There are so many. I'm just saying. I have so many side hustles.
So
bruh.
many.
So many side.
I
hustles.
can't listen. Get a Waymo or not a Waymo, a Toro. Start a business.
I have so many side
But no,
hustles, bruh.
they'd rather just sit there and bully people and be part of this
Yeah.
fucking online cult than get a fucking job. And I've said this for years. If you guys had a business or a job, you wouldn't be doing this. You wouldn't
Yeah,
find
you
yourself.
wouldn't. I don't got time. Like, we don't got time for this. Like,
And if listen, you get SSDI, that's on you.
Right.
The government say you
Cool.
qualify, you
Good.
qualify.
I mean, chilling, cool. But you can't do anything else.
But don't expect to stay on the internet and have people like you
Like,
when this adoptee group is a cult.
there are people out here with MS. Like,
me being depressed.
This bitch on the panel can't even walk and got a job.
right, like,
Hey, I can walk. I just have to walk with a walker. Let's make that clear.
I know you can. I was just being messy. She said, hey. I can walk. I love you ladies, though. Thanks for taking the joke.
there are people out here with
But you know what I mean, ladies. Know, like, you
Yeah,
are
I have
literally
a job. I have a job and then I have a side hustle. So I mean, like,
what's their excuse?
What's their excuse? All right, let's continue.
I have diagnosed MDD. Every day there was another reason why she thought I had bipolar disorder. So accused me of self-diagnosing my CPTSD and basically said like, oh, there are kids in Gaza who have had it so much worse than you.
Didn't they accuse
Oh,
me?
they did these. That's what I said.
Didn't they accuse me of self-diagnosis? They
yeah.
accused me of faking my experience in
That-
foster
yeah,
care,
yes, they
faking rebirthing therapy,
Yep.
sucking my mama's titty,
Yep.
My whole adoption foster care
Yep,
story.
they said you made that all up. They said you made that all up.
It don't feel good.
Oh, it don't feel good, girl. It don't feel good, girl, does
It
it?
don't feel good, and there's still like a hairpin of empathy.
no, Carlos, it's
You know
called
me, I'm a
pop.
cancer, and
I
I wouldn't piss on you, but I still feel empathetic if you were on
Carlos.
fire. I'm like, oh my god.
Carlos,
That sucks.
it's called Pop Meets Kettle.
Yeah, dead ass.
Let's keep listening.
And then, yeah, basically said that I self-diagnosed because it's not recognized on the DSM-5, even though many therapists recognize and treat CPTSD. But she also basically accused me of lying about being in treatment for unaliving attempts.
Here we go.
This ain't no. Y'all heard that, right? We not.
We all heard
Are
it,
you
Nina. We
serious
all
right
heard
now?
it.
Is she serious right
Wait,
now?
is it Tracy talking right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
She sounds a lot different when she's not screaming.
Thanks for the galaxy. Exactly. When she actually has something to say, her voice sounds different because of kind of the pitch octaves. But isn't that funny? Ain't that the exact thing that she has said about Karlos? Am I tripping?
You're not tripping, my girl. You're not tripping.
Am I tripping?
No, you're not tripping.
So
I'll send you a galaxy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Ron. So I was lying, and my best friend sat there and told you, y'all, leave him alone. Please give him some space.
Carlos, play that snippet again.
Yeah, run it back.
Run it back.
Why she thought I had bipolar disorder. So accused me of self-diagnosing my CPTSD and basically said, like, oh, there are kids in Gaza who have had it so much worse than you. And then, yeah, basically said that I self-diagnosed because it's not recognized on the DSM-5, even though many therapists recognize and treat CPTSD.
Not Ron showing out.
But she also basically accused me of lying about being in treatment for unaliving attempts during the conversation about unalive.
Now, Tracy.
Doesn't she have a video on her page right now?
Yeah, don't you have now, Tracy?
Saying that I made up my unaliving attempt.
She definitely did. She was number one person saying that.
I did it for attention.
Oh, how a short memory the internet has. What a short memory the internet has. Crazy.
Pop me this kettle.
I didn't clap back. I left. I stayed silent. I said, you know what? Fuck the internet. We getting y'all legally.
And we did.
And that's what we've been doing. This is the first time for me doing a live like this where I'm talking about the entire situation. Because it's all I told y'all, it's all connected. Even with Mr. McCormick. I should have had his bitch ass up here too. Matter of fact, hold on. Because we finna edit this real quick.
Oh, and side note, Carpuzzi, I did buy you a magnet from Japan.
Oh my God, I love you. Thank you.
Just send me your address or whatever, and I'll send it.
I love you. Thank you so much. I'm so excited.
I'll do Mr. McCormick later because he got some other legal things going on.
Magnets.
But isn't it funny how they don't believe that you have some mental issues and they said you made it up?
Oh, that's weird. That's
so weird.
I think I mentioned that it really isn't about other people and that when I was in treatment for it, my doctor was like, basically, it's up to you if you want to help yourself. Like, nobody can help you if you don't want to help yourself. And she basically said that I was...
Who did that sound like?
Oh.
Pick yourself up.
Where's that clip? I need that clip. There's a clip of Karlos that sped up that this woman did. And it's a sped up version. He's like, pick yourself up. And he's been telling you all these people all this time to pick yourself up. It's crazy that a therapist is telling her the same thing.
Pick yourself up. Pick it up.
Pick it up. That's literally what you said. You said, pick yourself up. Pick it up.
Because you can only live in delusion and excuses for so long as adults.
You've been saying that.
And then when you get around other adults who think and you get think tank, think, ain't nothing good about to happen.
Yeah.
Lying and that was a sign of bipolar. By that point, I got mad. The next morning, I sent her a message basically stating a boundary. Like, hey, please stop doing this. Stop calling me bipolar. Stop doing these things. Like, and she basically was like, oh, I reject this because you use ChatGPT to help write it. Like, total.
So the ChatGPT, we know they be using ChatGPT.
Y'all got a membership.
Yup. they pay for the ChatGPT Pro at this point. y'all the reason why we don't got no
Can you explain the background? What's going on? So these are members of Adoptee Talk. This is my stalker. She
not me, bitch. No, don't be pointing at me.
This is the woman that made a 4 million plus video about a lie that was proven in court, and she was guilty of lying in court, which is why she's a stalker. And then this is a white woman who hates me because I told her she was white and she was not culturally black, and she can never be black. So they all conspired with Adoptee Talk, also with the Villains Guild or whatever they're called, to quote, take me down. Oh, not a whale! I never got a whale. I'm surfing through this shit. So they all colluded and conspired.
Yeah, they conspired. Let's use
And
they
now,
conspired.
So now, Tracy is being a whistleblower because she's literally confirming everything I said.
Yeah.
These people are conspiring. They're working together. They harm people. They try to make you question your own mental health. They then will question your story. They then will question your diagnoses. Yeah. They then will question when you say, hey, I tried to unalive myself. Your family says, hey, I tried to unalive. When I left this platform in December, y'all all saw that message, right? My husband wrote that message and I just signed off on it. My husband was like, leave him alone. He even reached out to her and said, leave him alone. Because I was at a very, and my close friends, Karpuzzi's on this panel. Karpuzzi, you were there that day. I give you permission because I've already spoke about it publicly. How did that day make you feel, Karpuzzi?
The day that I saw the
online friends. She's my real life friend. And this is a person that I felt comfortable enough when I was at the deepest part.
Are you talking about the day I saw Tracy's video?
That day that Chris called you and I was walking.
Oh, I freaked the fuck out. When something like that happens, like I told Josh, like, hey, I think Karlos might be in serious danger. I need to like go prioritize this. And I remember going upstairs. We were about to go do something. And I remember when you got off, like when you got off the phone with me, I immediately called Chris. And I tried to describe to Chris the things in the background that I heard so that he could try to find you. But like
I told y'all, I was gone. We were this close because they mentally they pushed me to a point that I haven't been since I was a little kid. When you have millions of people calling you an unaliver, you have millions of DMs, millions. I still have DMs, but I have like hundreds of thousands of DMs. Unalive yourself. You're trash. Like Tracy is explaining, because Tracy, you are right. It makes you start to question, am I a trash human? Do these people, and then you have to have family and friends like Karpuzzi and Kels and Lady Snow and my husband and Z. You have to have family and friends and be like, this is just their opinion and you can work through it. But I was hyperventilating, like I was on the edge. And I called Karpuzzi right after my attempt and she just calmed me down. And then she also convinced me to go get some help. I went in later that afternoon. But I think it's so funny now that she's now experiencing the same thing. I don't think it's funny. I think it's horrible.
I share one thing.
It is horrible. And that's the point we're trying to get. It's horrible. But again,
no human being needs to feel like that about themselves, about people's opinions on the internet. But when you run with these people, when you're in this cult, this is the consequence.
Yep.
Oh, thank you, Ron. What were you going to say, Karpuzzi?
Just for anyone listening, when you have a friend in trouble like that, do not hang up on them. You stay on the line with them and try to talk to them about anything. And I wanted to say, Karlos, like it's also important that you have friends, but friends who like know how to respond. I don't want to say that I was in the correct way, but friends who are mindful of that kind of stuff. And these people aren't each other's friends because they don't treat each other with mindfulness.
I always said that, Karpuzzi. I always said these people, they have this weird parasocial relationship, but they are not friends. Like I've always said that about Rebecca Mons. I said she doesn't have, these people are not her friends. And because no friend would let her continue this tirade. No friend would let you.
Like when she was on my Facebook page, she would try to like camaraderie with me in ways. And I just blew her off. She didn't get the point that I wasn't really giving a fuck. Like, you're just on my page. I don't give a shit.
But my issue here is, Tracy, why did you think that they would treat you any differently than me? Why would you think that? And I told you when I made that video, when I was like, I can't believe I have to make this video. And I said in that video, I said, it will crumble.
Because if you see how somebody acts towards another person, why don't you think they'll turn on you? Like, it can always, if I see my friend doing some shit that I'm like, damn, bitch, why don't I think that she could do that to me?
Because she was used as the token for that group.
Yep.
Who else is black in that group?
It's because she's dark skinned and they know on TikTok, dark skinned black women that
and you remember she threw Tracy under the bus every time she could in court.
She did. They used her.
She made the video. She decided. I didn't ask her. So Tracy, they've been using you.
They've been using you.
I told you this when I told you on, I think it was Jacob's live or maybe it was Lady Snow's birthday live. I said, babes, I don't have any problem with you. Just keep my name out your mouth and I'll do the same. And then you decided to make a 4 million point video.
I think it was the one that I was in Jacob's live and then they all jumped up on me on my birthday. I think that was when you said it.
I told her I ain't got no problem with you. I ain't got nothing to say to you. But you then made that video, so I don't have anything to say to you. My attorneys do.
Yeah.
Miss Hughes. Tracy Hughes. I don't know why y'all don't believe me, and I don't know how many people y'all need to get served orders, but y'all could have left me alone a long time ago.
None of this could have happened.
And now you see you're wrapped up in this. Mm-hmm. Because of their actions, Tracy, and what they continue to do, you're not legally responsible. You're
legally responsible.
She didn't make any death threats. Mm-mm. She didn't defame. Our attorneys have gone through every single one of y'all and who can be sued and who can't be sued. Y'all two are definitely
number one.
1 and 2. And actually, Tracy's
actually
you're number one.
You're number
which is crazy.
Because you made the video.
Because you made the video defending my character, my business, my name, and then y'all have Ariel Weaver in my DM saying, yeah, we all plotted to bring you down.
And the fact that Ariel doesn't get that she openly admitted to a crime.
So let's look at this real quick.
Admitting to conspiracy.
Let's look at this real quick.
Felony.
So the other day I made a video where Ariel says, y'all saw that video, we all want to ruin your reputations, ruin you as an advocate. And now, Tracy, you've just confirmed that is true. You guys do have a group.
Yeah.
And you do have group messages. Oh, I cannot wait till that digital analysis comes back. That investigation, that digital investigation. Because even if you delete it, baby. And then once the evidence starts disappearing, there's going to be a whole different problem.
Because the thing about it is lawyers can subpoena Discord for the records if it comes to that.
And what happens when you lose evidence that we know is there?
It's already out there.
So in the court of law, it sets the level for hearsay, because usually it's hearsay. Mm-hmm. But if you have already agreed that there is a Discord or there are messages, but you just don't have them anymore, I can then use any evidence, videos, or even messages like Ariel's, who says we.
To prove, I don't have to show evidence of Discord. I just have to show evidence that people agree that there is one.
And you both
we already have it.
You're connected with my current stalker. You're connected with her. She's connected with you. This is a conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy. We have screenshots from Thomas DeVille's live that people confirmed that there was a Discord. So we know there is one. So that's conspiracy.
So everything they're doing to you, Tracy, is what you did to me, and it just don't feel good. Do it. But let's finish up, and then we'll do a group panel.
Election, no accountability. So I try to call her a few times, and she doesn't answer. So I call her group chat with our mutual friends, because at this point I'm thinking I'm crazy, and maybe, like, genuinely, there's something wrong with me. So I call them and I explain to them what happened. I call the group chat, so mind you, her phone rang too. At any point, she could have joined the call, which I was expecting her to do. I wanted to talk it out. She was trying to call everyone in the group chat separately, our other two friends. And
No, that's called isolation.
Yep.
And that's what y'all did to me.
Mm-hmm.
You went and reached out to everybody that I was connected to in the adoptee community and tried to isolate them and gave them an ultimatum. Either you follow this woman abusing, cancer hating man, or you follow us.
They tried that with me when I was in the group, and they were like, just don't do this, don't do that. And I'm like, bitches, what? I'm grown.
Right. Not right. You gonna tell me a grown ass woman what the fuck to do?
They definitely try to tell you who you should be friends with and who you should not be friends with.
Yep. That's their main go-to.
I have screenshots, and I've shown Karlos of Rebecca trying to manipulate me into making a video attacking a black woman that I knew nothing about, and all she did was adopt her nieces and nephews that look.
What did she say to me, Z?
No.
And I said no. I used to do it for her, and then I was like, I don't feel comfortable doing it.
Yeah, these people.
And then she made that video of saying, he doesn't, no wasn't. And then that's when the stalking started.
She was like, well, I don't have any friends defending me. I don't have anybody on my side.
Even Diana said same thing. What? They did it to Diana. And that's why my other author, I don't fuck with her, because they're over her. And if you're wondering why I don't fuck with you, bitch, I don't fuck with you because you have people on your panel.
I've been told you to block her.
You have people on your panel that literally sent people to my home and make fake FBI reports. I told you about the adoptee call. You were more concerned about being an adoptee educator than your family safety. You will and can be next in this group.
I mean,
y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. I only had 2 clients, and I only helped publish 2 other memoirs.
if they going after the mouthpiece, they can go after you.
So that's why, and I told her exactly why she no longer can work with Dillard Management, because why would I work with you when you are...
You might be part of the conspiracy.
Thank you.
I don't know. Because there's so many people that are conspiring.
Well, you remember the last time that one lady was like, I talked to one of your clients, and then I called my clients, and then they both, one told the truth, one lied, and I got evidence of this conversation. Oh, I forgot about that conversation. Okay, and forget about our services. Let's continue. But congratulations on your book. I knew what I could do. I knew I did it. And that's why all of my clients have published books. Because Dillard Media and Dillard Management does not play when it comes to authors. I wish you the best of luck. But personally and professionally, fuck off.
One of our mutual friends called her back, and she starts off the conversation with, I think Tracy's mentally unstable and manic. She tells our mutual friend that she has also called Brenda and told Brenda that I'm manic and unstable. And Brenda's worried that I'm going to kill myself. Mind you, at no point did I ask anyone to pick sides, and until she did this, they hadn't picked.
Did I not ask? Did I specifically tell people, don't pick sides?
You literally
use your brain.
I don't know. I think
Look
she's
at the
like
evidence.
going through your videos, and it's like, what did he say? Maybe I should just say the same thing.
No,
This is word for word.
she talked back. She always diagnosing somebody with some kind of mental health disorder. She does it to her own sister, her own blood sister. Her own blood sister. Like, she told me all these
Wait, are we talking about Olivia right now? Are we talking about Olivia, Tiff? Or are we talking about...
Olivia does it.
Wait, she has a blood sister?
Yeah, she has blood sisters.
Yeah.
She has a whole blood sister.
She has blood sisters and a brother.
Okay. Okay, I was about to say.
But let's continue. We're almost done, y'all.
The next morning, I'm on the phone with them both, and everything comes out. She had been telling them for months that I was manic and unstable and that I suffered from spiritual psychosis. She was telling them straight up that she was responsible for all of my...
Doesn't that sound like them all telling the world that I was experiencing psychosis from grandeur? Delusion of grandeur.
Yep,
Just because I believe in
playboy.
myself.
It's the same
play by play. Girl, I'm gonna tell you, Tracy, the only thing you can do to stop this bail, take them to court.
That's honestly, that's the only way they stop.
Take them to court, baby.
Analytics, and she was responsible for all of my viral videos.
I was responsible. We're not gonna say all, because you got one that's telling your story, but your highest viral video, that was me. You're welcome.
What she said about my son, implying that I was a bad mother. But I also realized that she was never expecting us to ever talk without her. So then, once it all comes out, and I sent her a message, and I'm like, please stop telling people that I'm mentally unstable. She's like, I haven't told anyone that. But then she immediately calls her mutual friend and is like, did you tell Tracy that? So like, girl, yes, you have. So she finds out that they're still talking to me. Like, she expected them to stop talking to me and isolate me and pretty much kick me out of whatever.
The cult.
Babe, you got kicked out. You got kicked out the cult. You take it.
Because if I was Tracy, if I were you, I would reach out. Now, let's say if I were you, I would reach out to me or Karlos, and I would air them all out and say, "Hey, can we work out something?"
Because we can't work out something. Because you are being sued.
Can we work out? That's what I'm saying. That's what I would do personally. If I was
now, if you can release some evidence that will put her behind bars, because that's where she deserves to be,
and take down that video,
we can work a deal. Because at this point,
that's what I would do.
Like, babes,
that's
Miss Hughes. That, you know, I didn't even think about that.
That's what I would do. If
turncoat.
Yeah, I would turncoat. If
Turncoat.
I was Tracy, I would turncoat.
They already kicked you out, babe.
Exactly. You're not getting back in.
And guess what? Are you going to be sued? And that's when I say this will affect your children. You ain't even going to be able to leave a life insurance policy, because you came out and you said something so severe that it's detrimental to someone's reputation. The same thing, emotional damage, financial damage. Babes, we're looking at $500,000 to $1 million lawsuit, love.
I would turncoat. That's what I would do. I'm not telling you what to do.
Reach out to me.
This is not
watching.
This is not. I'm just saying, if I was in that position,
because there are some things that are worth more than money. I don't want your money, babes. What I want is this person to leave me the fuck alone. And if you have a key piece of evidence that will force her to leave me alone, and her to leave me alone, and Thomas to leave me alone, oh babies, that's called a what? A quid pro quo. Mm-hmm. That's what we call it in legal terms. It's a quid pro quo. This for that. So we can have your people reach out to my people. We can have our attorneys. if you have our attorney.
Have your attorney reach out to mine because
y'all know who my attorney is. PJ Judd. Go reach out to him, okay? Because at this point, you're number one because you make the video. And she's already thrown you under the bus, under oath, saying that you decided to make the video without her consent. So either she's lying or you're lying. Either way, the video was made and it's still up. So, let's finish it though.
The friend group. She was a self-proclaimed leader and mom friend.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
I'll show you see that. So, like, girl, yes, you have. So she finds out that they're still talking to me. Like, she expected them to stop talking to me and isolate me and pretty much kick me out of whatever, the friend group. She was a self-proclaimed leader and mom friend. When that didn't work, calling me crazy didn't work. She then.
So when I lay my crown down, I guess this is why she picked it up. When I laid that crown down, didn't I say, I said this is gonna be a vacuum, this is gonna be a power vacuum, and all you bitches are crazy. None of you are level headed, and this would happen.
And we did say this. They're all finna turn on each other. You said this. You said it.
It happened. Yeah, go ahead.
So this is all very much middle school. I just want to comment on that because we have to have counselors at our school to talk about this he said, she said stuff. This was said on social media. Well, they said that they like me, but I actually found them shit talking me. This is middle school behavior.
Thank you.
I just want to, I didn't mean to interrupt abruptly. Sorry. I just wanted to comment that.
Have a good one. Bye. Thanks for the gifts.
Which I was dealing with this shit in middle school too.
But you know what? Even though how much shit she's put me through and still have I don't know what part of me still, because I know how it feels.
Because you're a Cancer.
I know how it feels to have that.
Yeah, but still. I just have
because you're really nice, Karlos. Because you're a genuinely good person with a good heart. And you, like me, always want to see the good in people, even when they're harming you.
Yeah,
thanks,
I don't want harm. Now, financially, I'm going to sue you. But I've never wanted to see any harm. And honestly, I've only asked just make a retraction.
Take that. All he said was take down the video and make a retraction. He said that on oath in court. Still couldn't do it.
Take down the video and make a retraction. And now you have even more reason to make a retraction because you keep mentioning this group chat. I know she's in that group chat.
Oh, yeah, she is. 100%. 1,000%.
I know she's in
I would bet my life on
I
it.
don't doubt it. I highly don't doubt it because when I was in the group and she was brought into the group, she was trying to start shit within that group in that minute. Her and Ariel.
Speaking of Ariel was the one who even said that, we got you. We got you. We brought you down we destroyed your reputation and your advocacy. I said, no, you didn't. You don't have any conferences. I said, bitch, I'm going to one today. Actually, we're leaving for a conference today to Atlanta, right?
Wait, how she not know that when they blew the whistle on that?
Because they
during the whole thing.
They thought that people would cancel me.
It didn't happen.
And actually, it was the opposite. Other bitches lost their opportunity to speak.
Exactly. Oh yeah, I forgot about
Miss
that.
Coco.
I forgot about her. She doesn't even.
She's been talking about me.
She is. I forgot
she's still
about
talking
her.
About me. There are so many people that we got to hit.
You do.
So she's like number 4.
Gwen, you don't want to know Ariel. You don't want to know Ariel. Ariel is.
You gotta come after that.
That's why I would have to say.
Hold on, ladies. Hold on. We don't give a fuck about Buckeye Bandit. Okay. Here's the thing. This is why it's a conspiracy.
Right.
There are so many of them that have been doing this for years and a moving group.
Yeah.
And then every 2 years they collapse. They build up, they build up, and they collapse. They build up, they build up, they build up, and they collapse.
See, when you're employed, you miss out on a lot. I live in this house, and you would think I know I really don't.
All right, go ahead. Really go ahead, ladies. You can let them know who Ariel is.
Like I was saying to Dr. Gwen, whatever, you don't want to know Ariel because Ariel is on a more high strung of racist than how Olivia is. Olivia is undertoned in a way, but Ariel is plain just raging racist.
Ariel is one of the original people who cohorted with the original adoptee talk cult from 4 years ago? 5 years ago?
Yeah, 3 to 5 years ago, something like that.
Ariel is a 4-time mother, 3-time birth mom because she lost all of her children because of abuse. They were all adopted out. Besides the last one, she lived in a hotel room, the Motel 8 specifically, with orange walls for about 2.5 years. During that time, she colluded with other adoptees to make a fake FBI report about me, make a fake kidnapping report.
That was her?
Yeah, I'm telling you, this is why it's going to be a conspiracy because this has been going on for years.
I didn't know she was one of the people.
Yes, this is why I'm saying I have 5 years of like these lawsuit cases is gonna eat up. Y'all thought Afro Man's case?
Yo, Afro Man, congratulations, Afro Man.
Congratulations. Y'all thought Afro Man's case was good? Wait until you hear this case because this is 6 years.
This is like
a conspiracy. And then this bitch says, she goes, I did release your entire criminal record, including your minor offenses. So you're allowed to block people, but you try to block me. I'll just create another account. And then she goes, you're a dangerous black gay man who uses race baiting. You stalk women and harass women, and I will continue to scream from the top of the rooftops for as long as I can.
Can we get a harassment injunction against her?
And she hasn't made no threats.
Damn.
Lawsuits, yes. We've ruined your reputation as far as TikTok and advocacy goes on this platform, and that's all the joy I needed. When people look up your name, they see atrocities. You've committed not good things. You've done for the community. Wait, you've committed not good things. You've done for the community. Okay, so what she's saying is like they'll see the atrocity instead of the good things I've seen for the community. You really haven't take highly. Wait, these bitches are they're illiterate.
It's hard to read through their stuff. They're
illiterate. You have and you really haven't. It's right. You really haven't.
You take highly. I don't know.
You really. Something about
I will say this when it comes to Ariel, she's not mentally mature at all either.
No, I was gonna say I as someone who like sits in on IAP meetings, I don't think she's cognitively all there.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. She's not mentally there. She's not mature in a way.
Got delusions of grandeur, girl?
Yes.
Is she like that?
Worse.
Okay, worse. Oh, okay.
She said I'm her whole life's mission.
Yeah.
So now that and let's make this all make sense, guys. We're beyond stalking injunctions.
This is beyond that.
We have an FBI investigation for a threat to a judge. We have a conspiracy felony because this stalker just filed paperwork with the other stalker, Thomas. And now the DA is investigating that. So they have both of them have two ongoing, a civil case and a criminal case. All because they can't just leave it.
They can't just leave it.
And then now, poor Tracy got wrapped up in it.
Poor, I'm not saying poor nothing about her. She knew, because at the end of the day, you a grown woman. You can make your
own. Exactly. She's a grown woman.
I do feel kind of bad for her because I used to kind of be like her. Like, because I didn't have a lot of friends, I didn't know how to be friends. I didn't know what signs to look out for true friends. And I always wanted to be a part of something because being adopted, I always felt like I was on the outside with my family. And so I made a lot of bad choices in friendships when I was younger. And I defended people that I should not have. You know, I did things that I should not have done. However, I would never, ever put myself in a position.
What happened?
You still there?
Tiff, you kind of cut off after you said position. I mean, I feel kind of bad for Tracy because like she doesn't understand that she was being the.
Yes, she did. I told her. Did I not tell her?
See, a lot of people don't want to listen to men. And that's another thing. It's like, if you were a woman, would it be going on this long? Would this still be going on this long if you were a female?
It's because they have deep-seated issues with probably men.
That's what I'm thinking. Like they got a, and then some of them don't have a man.
They don't have any male.
I mean, if you look at it, it's like, okay, here's a gay male who has a stable marriage and he talks freely about their problems and how they resolve them. You know, he went from being trafficked to building himself up, being a homeowner, and they're sitting in Section 8 apartments. You see what I'm saying? Like,
SSDI.
Ain't
nothing wrong with SSDI.
There's nothing. That's what I'm saying. But I'm not saying anything is wrong with it. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with living in Section 8 apartments. I help people get into Section 8 apartments, but those people aren't sitting online badgering people and being jealous of something that they can do themselves. If you spent less time worrying about Karlos and building your platform, okay, and sharing your personal story and worrying less about what he's doing, where he's going, what's going on in his household, his finances, you would be able to build yourself up.
I mean, she had less than 4,000 to 6,000 followers before she made.
Yeah, she had about 5,000, I think about 5K.
Now she's at 15.
She used a terrible situation to build her platform, and then where's it going to go from there? All those followers are going to stop commenting on her content because that's not the reason why they follow her. They follow her because they want drama. They want to see the drama.
Yeah.
So as soon as she runs out of drama, she's done. She's done. It's done.
And that's exactly why I say be careful about how you build your platform, because the way you build it is the way it's going to get taken down. Like people are not because right now TikTok is pushing like drama, it's pushing like rage bait
TikTok shop.
Yeah, TikTok shop or like rage bait content. That's why her video ended up getting like 3.5 million views like the first day. Yeah, the first day, because now it's at 4.6 because TikTok is pushing it, and they know that.
Knows if they are too lazy. She knows.
And here's the thing: for her to keep it up, even after the judge said that she was lying, and that was not the truth, and then after to see. Like, Tracy, if you're watching this woman threw you weren't there in court, babes. She threw you under the bus. That's why I also have some empathy for you, because she
straight up, dude. I couldn't believe it when I was watching it. I was like, is there a rewind button? Did she just do that?
3 different times
She's
in court.
trying to disconnect herself from Tracy in court to
She
not
likes
be
to
legally
cover
bound.
her ass.
And the judge didn't allow her.
No.
The judge said, well, you told your friend to make the video.
And then it didn't help that she commented on that video, tagging all his accounts and tagging everybody and all of our accounts and the Carpuzzi's accounts and Tiff's account and my account and tagging everybody's accounts under it.
So, Tracy, they've been using you from get-go because they don't look like you. Take a look. Take a look around.
What is different?
What is different
about these 3 photos?
Besides these 3 photos.
You guys need to start singing that song from Sesame Street.
Which
song?
Some of these things belong together. One of these things are kind of the same.
Oh yeah, that's
kind of the same. So, and if you look at Adoptee Talk, who actually is Adoptee Talk? A bunch of white women.
Because when I first met Carlos, I said, why you got a lot of white women following you on it? It was just weird. Why you got a lot of white women interacting with you on TikTok? That's the first thing I said to him when I was like going through his followings when I first met him. He was like, that's who's on the TikTok. That's
and regardless of Outspoken being a half black woman, she was raised by white people. She married a white man. She had a quadroon as a son, in my opinion.
And I think also where you live at is very important.
Utah.
Because if you live in Utah, like I like grew up with a white mom, white sister, but I grew up in Philly, bitch. Like I didn't grow up in East Bumblefuck.
I'm from Philly too.
Oh really? Oh yeah, I think we talked about this before. I think we did, but yeah, it's community too. So it's like you grow up in Utah with everybody's white, you the only biracial. It's gonna be tough for you.
So that's why. Did you ever wonder why she didn't make that video? She didn't make that video because she is white passing. They used Tracy as the ghetto, and I'm going to say this as respectfully as I can, the ghetto nappy-headed black woman who.
How is that respectful?
With respect, because that's what they did to you. That's the flat out truth.
Like you were the token in the matter. They knew people would listen.
No, that's what I said in the beginning. Tracy, for this group, was the perfect person to make that video because that demographic of white women feel sorry for the Tracys of the world because Tracy is fat, black, unattractive, conventionally unattractive, and she looks like the children that they adopt and produce. So they will believe things that come out of her mouth. If I, attractive, conventionally attractive black woman of wealth and means and things who brushes her teeth and combs her hair, if I say the same thing about Karlos, it's oh, she's just a hater. She's a hater. But this is nothing more than the white people who stand on the corner and pretend like they're poor and shake a can because you feel sorry for them. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm back.
You gotta come back. She got a violation, y'all.
They watching. Wait. Do a cycle real quick. Send some gifts, y'all. Do a cycle. Send some gifts. Protect the live. She kept going.
You went in. Wow.
So you got to come back.
Wow.
I'm so sorry. Let's use better terms. Conventionally, not the aesthetic. Clinically obese, intellectually disabled or appears intellectually disabled. She is what these adoptees and adoptive parents produce. Because this is the child at 3 to 5 or 12 that are in Walmart with the Caucasian parent that their hair is not combed. And me as a black mom with a beautiful black child whose hairs go down her back and it's always done, will be like, why won't you do her hair? They feel sorry for her. And me as the black woman who's lived the black life for my entire life. And the whole thing about it, and for Tracy and for y'all, and I understand that y'all are adoptees. I am not a part of the community. My mom and dad loved me and they kept me and I lived to them. I'm sorry, I'm a kept. Y'all feel sorry for her, but Karlos specifically, you were raised by white people, so you have a empathy for people that me as a black woman who's lived a black life my entire life that I can never have. She is a black kid who's always been black because she was around her 3 generations of women who got their kids removed. She's black. So her attempt to conform into that community is redundant to me. She purposely did this to herself.
Well, here's the thing. I understand her because she can't beat them with money. She can't buy herself in. She can't success herself in. Well, until now she got a little bit of success, which is why they're coming after her with her.
That's not success, that's infamy. That's not the same.
Yeah, infamy. She can't success herself in, so all she can do is assimilate herself in. And I know this because that's what I did.
But
that's how I when I got introduced to Adoptee Talk, I was my frontal lobe was just forming. I was literally just I used to be conservative. I used to be God-fearing, saying women should be.
But she's none of that. No, Karlos. You cannot identify. Karlos, you were raised in a privilege. You were raised. This girl is I don't know where she's from. What she is right now is what she is right now is what she's always been. You cannot assimilate yourself to you and Xena when you have always been Dexter and Linwood. You can't articulate.
I'm from Dexter.
But no, you are from there, but your formative years, your education is not Dexter and Linwood. None of that.
No, from 7 to 16, it was white.
Yes. Yeah, so, and then she attempted to become a part of a group of poor, uneducated white people. The worst of the worst.
And they ate her up. They're eating her up.
Yeah. Like, I can see if she found a group of what's that one man? You know, the one man, the other Voldemort man. I can see if she found a group of the one that the what's Chaz, I think his name is. I can see
Girl, we
I
don't.
can see if she found a group of those type, the white people who have fixed themselves and brought themselves up, but she found the Social Security, hotel living, children removed, trauma field,
You
nothing.
are wow. Like you are like opening my eyes right now. Like I'm sitting up here like analyzing this. You are
She
absolutely right.
she literally found I think his Roosevelt said it. As long as you tell white people they're the poorest white people person that they're better than the black person, they will always feel superior. She literally found a trailer park and said, "I'm one of you."
Mm-hmm.
You
And she did it while we told her, girl, why are you allowing them to speak to you like any of us like this?
Yeah.
Why are you saying, Carlos, she's more black than you are? Ha ha ha!
Hey,
You didn't think that
I'm
they were
sorry
going
for
to
the
do the
stairs.
same thing to you, love.
It's crazy.
Let's finish our video. It's almost done. And then we'll do an open panel. If anybody in the, because there's 37 of y'all watching, keep tapping. Let's get to 25,000 likes. And Carlos is back. Y'all finna see every bit of all of these court cases going out like hot pockets. Y'all saw Mr. McCormick this morning.
Yep. Oh, really?
Oh, he mad. The police came this morning.
Oh, right. You told me, yeah.
They mad. And he's talking about you're stalking me. No, the police are doing
this
their
is
job.
a court order.
And we gave you 14 days.
You were supposed to do 24 hours.
We
It was
gave you
14 days.
And he didn't. So then
Because we are busy with our lives.
So then they gave him 24 hours and they said they'll come back tomorrow.
Ooh, with a warrant.
Jinxed. What a warrant. All right, let's back up a little bit.
Told anyone that, but then she immediately calls our mutual friend and is like, "Did you tell Tracy that?" So like, girl, yes, you have. So she finds out that they're still talking to me. Like she expected them to stop talking to me and isolate me and pretty much kick me out of whatever the friend group. She was a self-proclaimed leader and mom friend. When that didn't work, calling me crazy didn't work. She sent everyone a Dear John breakup letter calling us our behavior asinine, even though she's the one who her behavior was asinine. Looking back, there were so many red flags that I ignored, and I think it's because, in big part, I was really distracted. But also, she was dysregulating the fuck out of my nervous system purposely. So no, I've never been diagnosed with bipolar disorder by anybody except fucking Olivia. I don't have a reason to lie. Also, did not know that people did not give her consent to share their mental health issues until I found out that she was telling our mutual friends that she had my permission to share my made-up mental health issues that only she had ever fucking diagnosed. So yeah, I did start warning people, and I'll continue to. Don't tell her your business. Don't tell any of us your business, frankly. This is parasocial as fuck. So I wasn't going to address this, but...
Oh, nice!
So that's the complete video. So she says, don't tell anybody your business. This is parasocial as fuck.
Oh, so now it's parasocial. Now it's parasocial,
My
Tracy.
best friend. My best friend.
Oh, now it's parasocial.
Your best friend threw you under the bus.
I'm in court.
And I'm sure she's throwing you under the bus
Right.
in this court
Oh, yeah, 100%.
right now.
Because at the end of the day, what I tell people are always think about themselves first before they think about you. I always tell them that.
You know what I said earlier? I said a little bit why I have empathy is because, yes, I know how it feels to go through this, but I also know how it feels to have real life friends in real life.
They don't have
I have access to funds to make sure I can go to a wellness retreat, right? I have access like, I'm going to go on vacation next week just to, just to take my mind off. She's at home, stuck at home in that house with them kids with no job, no friends, no aspirations. No. I know it's eating you up.
I know it is. I know it is.
I know it's eating you up. And I don't think she's wrong in anything she said in her video.
I mean, well, because everything she said was everything you said 2 months ago. So, of course, she's not wrong. It was bar by bar.
Bar for bar.
Literally.
All right, panel, what do y'all think? That's the rest of the video. It's the open panel. And if anybody wants to give their opinions, you can come on up.
Can I say karma? Like, I feel like that's karma. Like, what you do, you put out, it comes back. This is karma biting you in the ass.
Listen. Oh, have fun, Ron, in Colorado.
This is why
it's not even karma. Go ahead, Cooper.
Say this is why my kind doesn't get invited to the cookout and we don't get any good food. Because y'all suck. But I wanted to comment one thing you said, Carlos, because you said something that's very true. Most of adoptee TikTok are white women. And that's because white women love to victimize themselves. So this has been a way for people to come onto this app and be like, so I mean, that's what I would say. And if you've noticed, many of them do not do any actual advocacy. It is just complaining about other people and how much their life sucks. Because they always want to be the victim. White women always want to be the victim.
I've been saying that for years.
Cleared my conscience on Ward of the State. That was the first time that I like spoke and let all the secrets about my adoption out, and it came out like a waterfall. And when I got off of there and it aired, I was like, you know what? I'm done with feeling sorry for myself. Now it's time for me to change my life. And I want nothing to do with that stuff that they do, like randomly attacking people that don't understand what's going on. I was trying to explain to this, like, a lot of these people don't understand what they're doing. They think that they're doing something good. But if you're cursing them out, they're not going to listen to you.
Thank you.
You cannot curse people.
At the end of the day, some children need safe homes. Her mama was a crackhead, gave her up. That was the best thing she could have done for her.
That is correct.
What? But is it not?
You're not wrong. And
sometimes it doesn't even matter where you get placed. Sometimes it doesn't even
adoption
matter.
Adoption is not always negative. Adoption is not now. Is the legal process negative? Yes. We need to change those.
But if you can't change the process right now because the laws, what can you do?
You can help the families understand the process and give them alternative. If they still decide to do adoption, then you can prepare them to raise this child so there's less children rehomed. That's all you can do.
That's really all you can do until the laws change.
That's all you can do instead of saying you're a fucking asshole. You guys don't fucking your adoption is slavery, which it is. But
I'm not saying it's not, but the laws aren't changing.
The laws aren't changing.
And then how are you positioning yourself to change the laws? Are you networking, trying to make connections?
I got a meeting with the governor.
With the governor. Are you making connection with the governor, with your local government? Like, are you trying to go into like law and maybe change the laws yourself? How are you actually helping to change the laws?
They're not. They're sitting on live saying adoption is unconstitutional and it's unethical. And then they're just sitting there saying, I have a twin sister and she has cancer and they won't even allow me to give blood for her. Okay. You're not legally related.
Exactly.
It's the law. So how about change that?
How about you go talk to your local government and speak at meetings and speak at like...
But if you're just going to keep repeating the same thing over and over and over, the definition of insanity is doing the thing over and over and over, the same thing, and expecting a different result.
But it's not,
I did it on TikTok for years.
Yeah.
Said the same thing for 2 to 3 years. And nothing has changed. And then when I came back and I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to work with the agencies. I'm going to work with the government.
And then when you started doing the conferences and you started making connections, what happened after that? After your first conference?
We have real change coming. There's real people making real laws. There are real organizations and governments that are listening and saying, hey, well, how can we help? What can we help you with? Do you need, I need this bill made. Do you know how to make a bill? No. Well, we can set you up with a budget and some lawyers to make a bill. Great. Thank you.
To introduce the bill into the House.
Yes. So that was my problem with Adoptee Talk. It's always just been woe is me. And if you've worked with me personally, if you've ever had a personal conversation, even as an adoptee, I'm not the one that's going to say woe is you. You can sit there and be like, oh, my life. And I would still say, look for the silver lining. And you wouldn't be where you are today without all of your experiences. But ultimately, your destiny is up to you. No one else's.
Yeah, I always say that.
Your destiny is up to you. After 18, you're in charge.
Yeah.
And a lot of these adoptees, they don't want to hear that.
Because they are still working from the mindset of when they were 12.
That's what he told me. My life is totally different. I said, that's what you told me. And as I showed you last night, my life is not the same. It is not. No. It is not even remotely the same. I don't have to worry about. I don't have to worry about if me and my kids are gonna eat tomorrow. I listened to Karlos.
I gave her $100 and I said, "This is a gift," and she was like, "Oh, I'm so ashamed." And I think I said something along the lines of, "You should be, because you're their mother and you're in control of your life." Why did this even happen in the first place?
He did say that to me. He was blatant. He was blatant with me.
But I gave you some help though. Yeah.
Here's some help. He still gave me help, but he was like, "This can't be happening. You're their mother. If you don't want your kids to you, I mean, and that's what real friends say to each other though.
Real recognizes
Fake
real.
friends give you the money and then go tell other people behind your back. Real friends say it to your face. Here's $100. It's the last time I'm doing it. Get your shit together, Tiffany. Get your shit together. And guess what? Carlos is like 10 years younger than me.
That came off.
Yeah.
That came off kind of hard.
Look. And guess what? That's what Tiffany went and did.
That's
what I went and did. I tell people all the time, I work from night at home. I work 6 days a week now. I made it so I don't have to pay for daycare anymore. I made it so I don't got to rely on food stamps or housing. And it was hard. It's not easy. No, it's not easy. But my kids are my responsibility. And I was like, the kid's father ain't helping. He said, well, you can't control what he's doing. But what you can control is you and what you're doing with your time.
And ultimately, didn't that help your relationship with your husband? Because
it did.
A lot of people try to control their spouse. I'm like, you can't control him.
It did.
You can only ask him for what you need. Either he will give it to you or he won't.
It did, and now we are co-parenting with no problem. We have not had an argument since Karlos gave me that $100. Okay, and we argued every day.
Because you took responsibility. Because you took responsibility for your life and your responsibilities. And this is what I've been screaming to the world. And instead of actually listening, because I don't say things correct, especially back in the past. I just say them directly because that's just how things were said.
But that's the way. Okay? That's the way my dad spoke to me, and that's the way I always needed to hear it. I can't hear. But you can't walk on eggshells with me because, like, I don't get that part. Like, you got to be raw with me. You got to make me feel it. So when I said I'm ashamed, and you said, well, you should be. You're their mother. I needed to hear that. Did I cry? No, I didn't cry. I was like, oh shit, I need to get my stuff together now. Because this man done told me about myself. And you know what? And he's right.
It was all out of just, I knew, like, everybody has it in them. It just, if you're going to decide to do it or not. We all have the same 24 hours. Yeah. We all have the same, not the same exact experience, but every fucking human goes through some type of trauma. And instead of trying to do the Olympics to be like, well, I'm disabled, so I can't work. That mindset right there is why you're disabled. You can't work.
We just saw. How do you think?
Because you qualify for something.
How do you think y'all got laws for disabilities? Did y'all see
them people were crawling
the people that were crawling up the stairs?
Now, them bitches were, and they still crawl. It was called the ADA Capitol Crawl. Those people fought for their rights.
They fought.
But and it's nothing wrong with using SSDI. These are where these services are here. But
without fighting for it, they would have never got it. So, and what are you doing
and
in your life?
I'll be honest, just like I said with the Section 8 thing with Homegirl, if you guys have enough time and wherewithal and physical and mental ability to make dozens and dozens and hundreds of videos and some that go hyper viral, you have enough time and energy and wherewithal to have a virtual call center. You have enough time. There are so many virtual jobs that you can actually do.
That's the conversation you had with me. That's the conversation. I said, you know what? Right. Why am I being broke for no reason? I'm not doing this no more.
It's a choice. It's a mentality.
It's a mindset.
It's a mindset.
And you know what? I am physically disabled. I am physically disabled. Like I am. Like I can't go stand behind the counter of McDonald's. But guess what? Guess what?
But here's the thing, though. What?
I found a virtual, I started doing virtual concierge services again, and I started, doing contract case work again.
You know what it all leads to? Laziness. If you make over a certain amount, you no longer qualify for these services. Mm-hmm. You've experienced it. You make a little bit, food stamps going, SDI going. If you save over $2,500, I think right now, you lose all of your SSDI, right? So that's scary. A lot of people are lazy and they're scared and they don't want to take that leap. Because once you get off those services, like y'all know, the lists are very long. It's very hard to get on. But why let that restrict you unless you are actually restricted? I'm not saying you aren't actually restricted, but like I said, if you can make videos, like y'all be making videos, y'all can work a tech job. Y'all can work an online.
I'll put y'all onto an app right now. SideShift. You go on SideShift, an app. If you have a following like 10,000, 15,000, you will get jobs. UGC. You make videos for companies promoting their product. They'll pay you a base salary plus commission on how your viewpoint. I made like $3,000 to $5,000 extra in 1 month just from 2 videos.
We make $3,000 to $5,000 a month. Just they send us products to our house. We go like this.
Yeah, I learned that from you too. I learned that from you too when you told me about look up UGC. You said look up UGC, look up this, look up that, and it's like Nutter, the nut milk company gave me $1,000 to make 20 videos, and I was like, this is not real until that $1,000 hit my account. It was real, and I was like, well, yeah, I don't want this check. Fuck this check. You know what I mean? You're not gonna tell me when I want to eat. You're not gonna tell me where I'm gonna live. You're not going to tell me any of those things anymore because I figured out
you are on governmental assistance. You are in the government controls you. They control how successful you can be. Think about it. If you are on any type of governmental assistance, you will never be wealthy, ever. It's against the rules. They set it up like that. I mean, kind of for a reason. If you're making it, you're making it. You don't need to be on it no more. But so many people decide, well, I just won't go get it because it's easier for me to just make $2,500 a month for SSDI check than to make.
But that's the thing. Some of them live off of $700, $900, and it's like you got 6 kids. How can you give them the life that they deserve?
Right.
That little bit of money.
Well, we have Miss Thing here. Remember in court, Miss Thing was talking about how much she said. I don't pay $75. I pay $275. Girl, the rest of us are paying full price, okay? And Carlos, were you recruited to? No, I wasn't recruited. So here's the thing. And Carpuzzi, you're here too. I wasn't recruited to Adopt Talk. I helped create Adopt Talk.
Yeah. When I met you were in the thick of it.
We weren't recruited. Carpuzzi, back me up on this. It was me, you, Mia, not even her. Me, you, Mia. Who else? DA came later. I think it was just us. That's the only 3 I can think of. Like truly. Ale.
Joe.
Joe. Not my Joe. Old Joe. No, Lala just came like a year and a half ago. Lala learned everything she does for me.
And then me.
We've had personal talks about her literally using my platform word for word. Why do you think her platform looks so much like mine? And then, just like Olivia, Lala turned her back.
Yeah,
I knew
Lala,
she was like, don't touch that bitch.
Lala unfollowed me finally. Yep.
But there was a group of us. I got big, Carpuzzi got big, Mia got big, Joe, the big ones. It was just me. Honestly, at the beginning, it was just me, you, and Mia. And then that's when other people started following Adopt Talk, and then that's where everyone started creating their own platforms. We kind of all went into our own areas where I focus more on foster care and transracial adoption. Mia focused on international adoption. Carpuzzi focused on American adoptions and rehoming. So we literally had like our own little corners, yeah. As it continued to grow and grow and grow, and I'm saying like there was hundreds of people, they would watch us. And back in the day, I had like almost 900,000 followers. So like I would grow overnight. Like I would put down my phone at 600,000 followers and wake up with like 710,000 followers. I was making 100,000 followers.
Carpuzzi actually scared my adopted family one night. I guess they were snooping on me, seeing that I was in live on the.
Do I think I helped?
And
do I think I helped create? Oh, go ahead, Tess.
Carpuzzi said, "You want me to come over to a family dinner and spit in their food or something?" And so my cousin went back. My cousin was in the room. My cousin went back and said, "This white girl gonna come over to our house and spit on our food." He's like all scared because he thought I was gonna be like, "Yeah, come do it." Right after that, they started doing research and they found out all the stuff that my mom was doing and saying was nothing but a bunch of lies. And now my adopted family on my mother's side actually has respect for me.
I love that. I want to answer Dr. Shy's question. She says, do you think you helped create the problem? No shade, just actually curious. I don't think I helped create the problem. I think I helped create the functionality of that cult, right? So the way it used to work and back me up, and Lady Snow was there too. She didn't have a large platform, but she's been here from the beginning.
Fire, but you fueled the flames.
It was the way that I was able to keep people accountable, like adoptive parents who were abusing people. Y'all see the way we did our cases, right? And look at the way that they stalk people. It's the way that we interview. It's the way that it's a blueprint, right? So you find out who they are. You have a certain person who's good at this. You split it up because one person can't do everything. So you have between 5 or 10 people looking into a person for good. We did it for good. We're looking for criminal history. We're looking for like any abuse. And then we wouldn't just blast and dox people. We would give the person an opportunity like Will's Powers and say, hey, we found this. Would you like to speak on it? And most people would come on the platform and speak on it, right? So Outspoken, LA, all of the adoptees that you know at one moment followed me were on my platform or my podcast. Every single one of them, unless they're new, like Lala, but she was still on my platform, right? So unless they popped up from 2025, they might not know who I am. But if they were here between 2025 and 2020 when TikTok was created, they know exactly who I am because I've helped all of them either with a podcast, financially, a GoFundMe, just being an ear. All of them I've helped in some way, right? So things kind of got crazy for me right around when I hit 700,000 followers. I was almost at 1 million followers, and it was Audie. Audie was upset at how, same thing, just like upset at how fast I grew. Was always questioning like, hey, how'd you grow so fast? Was always trying to put herself with me. Even went as far as to say that I went and had coffee with her in New York City during COVID, which I never did. And then gave a date, a specific date. And I was able to prove that I was actually in Los Angeles. And then she was like, oh, maybe it might have been a different date.
That's psychotic.
They've been doing, so Audie originally started the Adoptee Talk cult. They called themselves the Adoptee Task Force.
Were they the ones that sent the people to your crib?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So then the Adoptee Task Force then included trans moms, lesbian mom, Ariel Weaver, Audie, Jacob, DA was in there for a little bit. Lady Snow was in there for a little bit. Who else, Lady Snow?
They had brought in, if I don't recall, after they brought in Ariel, then it was Becca, Ariel, Casey, Bets. What's that other girl's name that did unaliving and she came. She was in there before I left. She was in there before I left.
Samantha.
Yeah, she was in there before I left.
She was on the first 48.
Really?
Oh God, that
really?
Yeah.
Could I share something with all this lore? So Carlos, before I think you and me. Okay, sorry. So before you and me, I think we're mutuals. I was in a Discord group chat with Mia, Joe, Becca, and Casey, and then there were a few other people in there, people who aren't on the app anymore. Like that person who had Munchausen syndrome, who had one leg, and then this girl named Bella. But I remember I left that group because I got weirded out because someone said, "Oh, did you guys see what Karlos posted?" And the way that they talked about you, I'm like, why are you guys putting him on a pedestal like this? This is weird. I thought we were just playing
Same.
So this was back in like 2021.
Like, we're disappointed in you. You're falling off your pedestal. I never asked to be on a pedestal. And that's why Dr. Shy said I accidentally created this call. Because I was encouraging everyone, shine your light, share your story, come on the podcast, create your own podcast, write books. I was encouraging people and adoptees to speak up, which created this big ass. I'm not gonna say like I single-handedly did it. It was a lot of us, right? It started off with like a handful, and then other people started sharing their stories, and then Adoptee Talk like blew up, and it became a thing, right? But at the core of that thing, no matter how you were in Adoptee Talk, you knew Carpuzzi's name, you knew my name, you knew Mia's name, right? There were certain key people because we were the first people. Now, after that, It started out when I was around 700,000 followers. I had just lost my first account. Already took it down. That's when Jacob and all of them got involved. What happened during that time? It was 2022, I believe, because we were moving to Arizona. They came, same thing, came after me hard, made up lies about me sexually abusing children in Florida. They made a fake FBI report. When I got to Arizona, I hid my address for as long as I could. That's where she comes in, because she moved from Utah to Phoenix.
Yeah.
Or when I moved to Phoenix, not from. She moved from Utah to Phoenix after I didn't know she was involved in those groups, but now I know she was involved in those groups. She moved, and this is why I say she followed me, because she moved to
When
Utah,
she
from
met
Utah to
you,
Phoenix.
it started when she
What
met
happened?
you at the
What
airport.
happened to that apartment? What happened to my apartment right after she moved to Phoenix? What happened?
It got,
Do y'all remember? My floor plans got doxxed. My
yeah.
front door got doxxed. Who was the only person? Because I kept my address very hidden. This is before my business was even registered in Arizona. I kept, for the first year and a half I was here in Arizona, no one even knew where I was. She came to my house 4th of July. By August, my floor plans in my exact house was on one of those weird troll accounts that they be making. I think she's been wrapped up in this for 2.5, 3 years.
Yeah,
maybe
she was
possibly 4
in,
years.
if I remember correctly, she was in the group when I was in the group. But
Now,
like,
mind you, I've never been part of any of these groups. I was never part of a Discord. I was never part of a private chat.
You don't even know what Discord is.
Yeah, I don't do Reddit. I don't.
No, you don't do anything.
I talk one-to-one to people.
Yeah.
That's all I do. I talk one-to-one. I'm not part of any groups, right? So I wasn't, until people started coming out of the group. So in 2023, I believe it was Ariel Weaver was the first one to break, just like they're breaking now. She broke, and she was like, she released some information, and she was releasing, and I think she released it to Lady Snow. Lady Snow gave her to me.
yeah, she
they
only did that
planned-
because I put pressure on her. If you don't remember, I put pressure on Ariel. I said I have everything
It
on
was
you.
voice recordings about, and this is before I even knew what I could do legally, because I could have had them in jail years
Right,
ago.
you probably could.
They said, yeah, the FBI lie didn't work, so let's think of something else. And then they thought about making my address and putting it on Craigslist.
What's the statute of limitations for that?
Listen, we have the video.
That's what I'm saying. Because
we have the audio.
Because we should look up what the statute of limitations. You could probably still get up with that.
That was the first time I was, quote, canceled. The second time was about a year and a half later, where me and Mia kind of broke up because I didn't like that Mr. Thomas page that she had. The same stalking group engaged, and they recruited more people. So then
this needs to be an HBO special.
No, and then life went on. Life went on. Outspoken played both sides. You saw the text messages. She would ask me for help, ask my husband for help. We helped her get an apartment. He helped her do her file. We helped her when she had this cancer. We made her food. We cleaned her home, like all of this stuff. I'm now finding out that she was in these groups the entire time. Feeding them information, because remember, I kept saying they know everything.
Right, yeah. And
move by move.
Because when I first met you,
and then y'all remember, I was like, "There's a rat." I said, "There's a rat in the group," and I removed her from. The only group that we ever had was our mod chat.
Because that's when I first met you.
We kept it just about the platform. We didn't talk about anybody else. It was about the cases. It was a way for my mom to communicate. So she was part of my mods. I removed her from the mods, and then the information stopped. So I was like, okay. And then that's when she started, I want to go to your birthday. I want to come hang out. And then that's when she got cancer. Right. And then she reached out to me. She was like, hey, I know we're not on good terms, but like, I have cancer and this, that, and other. And as you guys know, I gave her my whole platform. I put up her Cash App for a month. I gave her my whole month of earnings, which was only like $150 that month, but still. I know him Cash Apps because we were dropping people, and she would be on the panel, and I used to charge $50 to drop people. We dropped a bunch of people, and she was like, yeah, I got it. So I would drop the person. So I know that she earned more on Cash App than she did through the monetization. But at the end of the day, after that, I got my niece. We had issues with my niece. I just took a time off TikTok. I came back. When I came back in 2024? 2024. I had readjusted my platform to try to help foster parents and adoptive parents and agencies like we were talking about. I got some pushback from some adoptees, and I said, well, I don't care. Like, this is what I'm doing now. I did that until, once again, she wanted to do the same thing that she's doing, making herself the center of attention for everything. I already helped you with your cancer. I already helped you drive people from the airport. You're caregivers. I drove them to and from the airport for you. I've already cleaned your home. I've already watered your plants. I've already made your meals for you. What else do you want? Right? And she got online and she was just like, no one helped me with my cancer. As far as I'm concerned, I'm the only adoptee.
Pissed when that
she's like, no one helped me. No one lifted a finger. And I was pissed. I was
yeah,
like,
you're like, wait a second.
I scrubbed. When I say scrubbed with a fucking towel because she didn't have an accurate mop. I scrubbed with a towel and a bucket and I redid the bucket 4 fucking times because the floor was so dirty. And I got on my hands and knees. I have a maid. I don't even clean my own house. No. And that's why I then, a couple days later, went on live and I was like, fuck all this. And that's where Bullshit Tumble comes in.
Yep.
And we are where we are now.
And that's where we're at now. You know what she did want?
Because they're like, you started. I didn't start it. She said nobody helped her. Yeah. And I was like, I did help you. And she was like, no, but. And then she, once again, played the ultimate victim. Didn't care what anybody else was going through.
Nope. That's her superpower. Superpower is manipulation and guilt.
So, long story short, Dr. Shy, that's how that went down. I'm still here running to the bathroom. I asked the question and didn't. Wait, what'd you say? I think people forget people are
if she doesn't respond, if she's asked the question, she's not in the room right now.
Oh, got you. But yeah, Dr. Shy, got any other questions? Because and then there is a cult. It is a cult. It is. Because the way that it works, they'll befriend you, right? They add you into a group, right? Rather than even just be introduced. And maybe if they know that you don't do like groups, they might recommend another person. Like, oh, you should follow this person. And then you'll follow that person who has a large platform, right? And then that person will send you a DM and be like, hey, thanks for being part of Adopt Talk. Like, so welcome so much. So then you'll just start engaging with that platform.
Well, like,
right?
how
and then
it
now
started,
you feel like you're part of the guild.
How
right?
it started.
I'm going to tell you how it works.
How it started with me is like somebody either, I don't know if it was outspoken, but somebody messaged me on Facebook because they were already friends with me and they were like, do you want to like have this in a group chat type of thing?
Yep. And that's the next step. So once they get you one-on-one, and they usually have a larger creator like myself or someone else that you aspire, right? So then they'll reach out to them knowing that we'll be like, oh, hey, how you do comes to the lives, this, that, and the other. Now, I didn't know nothing about calls. As I was just creating community.
You thought,
I thought I was just creating a community. I didn't know this motherfucker.
It was going to turn into this.
No. So once they get you, right? I'm gonna meet you real quick, Ron. Once they get you in a private one-on-one, right? And then you're following the creator, you're sending gifts, you're interacting. No, you're interacting. They then encourage you to do like groups, like ladies. And if you refuse to do a group, that's fine. We'll get you on a late night one-on-one with other people on lives. So the people who set in lives from like 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. and they would literally have shifts. DA would take a shift. I never took a shift because bitch, I was a shift. I was the morning shift.
You were the morning shift.
I was
the 9 to 5 shift.
The 9 to 2.
Yeah.
Right? Where everyone else had to work, I could be in my office working, right? But the night shift is where they really went in on you. If you were an adoptive parent, they would make you feel like a piece of shit. If you were a foster parent, they would say you're doing everything wrong. And then they would put you down and wear you down to a point where you would be like, I just want to help. I just want to help my kids. So then they're like, okay, so you need to join this group.
Oh,
Ron, am I lying?
Behavior.
Wait, you're muted.
I think you might have
Luckily, I never got. No one has asked me to be part of Dr. Talk. I was told I wasn't. I'm not. I'm just not. That's what I was told.
You have to be like,
there's criteria.
They're little because if they have to feel like they can manipulate you.
Right.
And Ron is not very manipulatable. But Ron is very much, he'll bounce around.
Yeah.
He'll say hi. And that's how I was too. Mm-hmm. But here's the issue. Eventually you do talk to the right person. Even if you think, oh, that's nothing. You'll talk to somebody on a live and they'll start talking about your children. And the next thing you know, your stalker knows where your children go.
Well, you and I had this conversation. It's because other people don't like the fact that I sound chipper about my past, or I don't sound like it bothers me. I was like, okay, but little did they know, like,
they try to get trouble.
So
it's the thing. I'm gonna tell you how it works. So once they get you in the group,
I've never heard this in my life.
Once they get you in this group, and ladies know, correct me if I'm wrong. You guys start having nightly meetings, maybe weekly meetings, and you guys sit with coffee and tea and hot coffee. And then you guys make plans on who you're going to take down, how you're going to take them down, and then they have positions. They got the lead. They have a mouthpiece. Tracy's the mouthpiece. They have people who are like, but here's the thing, they took that from my platform because when we were investigating these cases, I was the mouthpiece. Kels was the investigator. We had other people on our team looking at different stuff. So they took it and made it for horrible. And they know what to do because I taught them how to find people.
Carlos, they literally make different profiles and watch your page to see who you're mutuals with, as I showed you.
But I really cannot believe this right now, what y'all are telling me. Like,
and I was asked very probing questions. Why are you not mutuals with Carlos anymore? Are you guys not talking? What happened? Like, I had like 5 different people in my inbox asking me this, and I'm like, we just had a disagreement, and this is
it's not just one person.
They send multiple people after you, and I was like, well, we didn't really have a disagreement. We had a misunderstanding, and I know that he has a half a cooling off period.
After they hear you out, I call it the ask. There's always an ask. So they'll hear you out and they're like, okay, we believe you, but for us really to feel like you mean what you say, you need to make a video or you need to call it the screen.
Yes.
What in the Black
that you need to make a video about him. And I'm like, I will never make a video about
whoever they are going after that.
Carlos, did you see Toya's text?
No.
I don't even know what the hell.
Fuck these hoes. Nigga, at this point, tell them just to get in the field and fight me. Toya, this is actually going to be on their criminal charges now. So we have well, of course, we have the stalking charges. Those are civil. But now we have conspiracy charges. We have the DA looking at conspiracy charges. We have attempt at the life of a judge. Homeboy just got addressed by the police today again. It's above me now. It's above me now. And I was just trying to give the history of where we are now. So after that all
you warned them that it was going to escalate to this back in October? You told them like this could get bad. This can get bad. You told them repeatedly, you told them multiple times, this could get bad because when it comes to defending my home and my family, this is not going to happen. Like you told, but I think they really thought that like you were bluffing.
Yeah.
No, they thought I was here even when I saw the comments when I had dressed, because here's the thing. I have a team and it's called strategy. Anything in law is called strategy. So do you guys think that I introduced my attorney 2 days before? Do you think I got that attorney 2 days before I told y'all I had an attorney?
Yeah.
Or do you think I had an attorney for weeks? We had already had our case foundation on. I had already let him know, hey, I'm about to make a video. You might get some comments. But I knew that she didn't have an attorney because the way she was filing paperwork, it was ex parte.
Yeah.
So she didn't have a legal team. So what I did was I created that video so the world knew that I had an attorney. I purposely let you know that I spent almost $10,000, well, $6,500, $7,500 on him, right? Plus court fees. And guess what? The next day, she retained an attorney.
Because we knew online that she didn't have an attorney, people would come from her and be like, well, you had an attorney and she didn't. So
we strategically let the world know that we had an attorney. They raised money.
They also thought that like you were like exaggerating about your money situation. A lot of them did, and I was like, no, I don't think he's exaggerating about that.
The issue is, I told them I would defend my family at all costs. At all costs. And did that hurt me? That little $7,000, it did, because I wanted to buy another car from my rental car company. But you know what? I must.
Now, what do you say?
It was going towards the rental car. I wanted to buy another car. A little $10,000 to $15,000. I could have had another one. Rented number 3. Yep. But it was more important for me to get the truth because I didn't have to take her to court. I could have just let that lie run. That Tracy said. I could have just let that lie run. But that's a detrimental lie.
It's too detrimental.
That's something.
That's why we got the attorney, because we didn't have one.
No.
We were doing our own research, going to go to court without an attorney.
No.
The minute she dropped that video, we were calling.
And I need you guys to understand something. I always have legal counsel. Okay, but legal
When
counsel
people
can
had
do
a big
something.
problem with the attorney that you're hired, they're like, "Oh my God, he hired I guess like a Trump attorney, something like that, MAGA." But I said,
I
I said,
hired a
what the
Trump
hell you think
supporting
he?
Mormon.
I
I
said, what?
hired a Trump supporting Mormon from Utah to defend me. I
Look,
sure the fuck did.
and this is what I said. And this is what I said to one of my friends. Who the hell you gonna hire? You gonna hire the person that's gonna win. And ain't nobody gonna sit up here and tell me that no MAGA supporting Mormon ain't gonna go in there and fight for his reputation.
Well, I don't know if he's MAGA supporting specifically, but he definitely was a Mormon and he's a white man from Utah. So like, you can like make the connection. He said he had fun.
He did.
He said after the end of the day, he said, "Thank you so much, Carlos. I had so much fun doing this case because he's not even that type of attorney. He's a family attorney, which is why he was so much money." But I told him, I said the stalking injunction law is very much like family law, and he was like, "I agree." So I said, "Yeah, we can win this case." And the thing is,
my friend that is Mormon was like, "How did he get him to even take that case?" And I'm like, persuasion, I guess. I don't know.
I dropped $7,000. We were only in court for 3 hours. That nigga made $2,000 an hour.
Wait a minute.
He didn't do no research.
But listen, now they
handed him a file. We handed him the case. I had exhibit after exhibit because I always have.
Carlos said.
I literally said, "Here you go. Here's all the exhibits. Here are all the screenshots. Here's everything." Here, I said, I even gave the narrative. I said, "Here's the legal narrative." Because I have an attorney who's my friend, Ashley, love you, dude. She always makes sure that I know what I'm doing. I also am very smart myself.
And then even right before, we were 15 minutes before court, we were putting everything together, all the exhibits together right before court in 3 piles, one for the judge, one for his attorney, her attorney, and one for us.
So the reason why he would defend me is because he made a bunch of money.
He made $7K.
And then left.
And he had fun.
Y'all did all the work for him. And y'all did all the work for him.
Yes.
It was easy.
I was about to represent myself in that case until she made that murder charge. Because that could have quickly. What they don't understand, if that stalking injunction held up and she said that I tried to unalive her, that could have quickly turned into a criminal case.
Yeah.
Because then if the civil court said like, "Oh yeah, you definitely threatened her with a pew-pew," you don't think the police would have been at my door next? So it was very pertinent for us to fight her and that claim, and for us to make it very specific that I said I was going to defend myself because you have made several hundred posts about me and you were not giving up.
And honestly, I would like to thank actually Trace for that video because that's the video. We didn't have to play that video in court, but that's what won us the case because all those death threats. No, we didn't play her Trace's video. We never played it. We never had to. But all those death threats, all those comments came from that video. Putting her video and Rebecca Mons' correlation together because Rebecca Mons commented, that was used as evidence in court. So that actually, her video won us the case.
Because she said I was making threats, and then in court she said, "No, that's not true." She lied.
Because
the judge said, "Well, in your petition, you said you was."
She perjured herself.
She perjured herself right there. And I know that some of y'all still follow some of these people. Good luck.
It's really funny because I just came across Tracy's new video just today, right like an hour right before you did this. And I was like, oh, here we go. And I let like the other one's still up there. I was like, you know what? I'm going to report this because I said it's harassment at this point. Like, you don't have any evidence. I don't know why you keep pushing this out because those are serious things to be pushing out if you have no evidence.
So this is the issue. She's tripled down. She's doubled down. Miss Hughes will be hit the hardest out of everyone.
Yeah, she's going to be hit the hardest.
Mm-hmm. And she's a single mother of children. Like, babe, you're going to owe me maybe $500,000 to $1 million.
When the fines are court ordered,
keeps up the video, the more money he can ask for in the case.
And then what I'm doing is, because I'll let you know our strategy now. Every day, I still get more people saying, "I saw what you're doing to that lady on that video."
He still gets comments.
Every single day, I'm getting a comment that's connected to your video. It'll just show track record. It'll show loss of income. You guys already affected one conference. You didn't affect the last two, like the one I'm going to today, because I'm leaving for Atlanta tonight. Y'all didn't affect those, but you definitely have affected my reputation, like you guys said you did. You definitely have affected my mental health. You definitely have affected my family's income because I'm suing you guys for the $7,500 I had to pay to defend myself against these lies. But unfortunately, Tracy, you were the only one that made those direct claims.
Yeah, so they might even drop the other defamation cases and just go for Tracy. We don't know yet. We're gonna put as many people on it as possible.
And I'm going to be real. Someone said, "Why is her mugshot up?" Because yesterday, was that yesterday or 2 days ago? The police came over to my home.
That was yesterday.
Because was that yesterday? No,
that
2
was
days
2 days.
ago.
2 days.
2 days ago, the police came to my home because Rebecca Mons broke a non-contact order by trying to submit a motion for Thomas McCormick in a totally different case. So she went to the court
in Arizona.
To try to put a motion in for another person, and the court denied her. The police officer said that they believe that was breaking her no-contact order, and they forwarded it up to the DA. I wasn't supposed to tell you that, love, but the DA may be reaching out. And you're now connected to Thomas McCormick, who just had the police visit him this morning because he did not hand over his guns, and they also are looking at him for a conspiracy charge. So
it literally said, because it's called a minute notice. In a minute notice, it got denied, mind you, but we don't know what she was trying to submit. But it literally says she has nothing to do with this
And let me
case.
correct myself. I don't know if it's conspiracy yet. I know there's investigators, and I know that there's some charges.
It could be.
But my team thinks these are conspiracy charges, but we do know that there are police investigating.
They came to your house. That's serious. She was making serious.
As you saw, Mr. McCormick, it wasn't a process server. It wasn't an attorney. It was the sheriff. Because now Arizona has directly contacted the sheriff. That wasn't me. I had my attorneys contacted Arizona. Arizona contacted your police. Your police contacted them and said, "Hand over." That's how that works. You have a court order against you. You have to abide by it.
If I was his wife, I would be so pissed. I'd be
I'd be like, according to him, his wife just puts up with him.
Oh yeah, she tolerates him.
That's the word she used. Yeah, tolerate. So this is really going to be on who's much. Oh, that's outspoken the adoptee. This is going to be, and y'all know this could have just ended in October.
It could have ended
when you lost.
Yep. The first time.
But then she rallied all of y'all together.
Yep.
Created a conspiracy. Now y'all fighting each other.
This could have.
And I think, how soon do y'all estimate that they're going to start fighting? Like it's just going.
Oh, it's gonna come. It's all gonna come.
I can see it. Like I can see.
What's happening now?
I can see Tracy starting to realize some shit and then try to outspeak the situation and be in her defense of it. But like I can see it backfiring because like those two are gonna go at it. It's gonna be a head-to-head collision.
Tracy, like I told you, I ain't got no problem with you. Never had.
I do.
Make that retraction, take down that video, give me some evidence to show that they are conspiring to try to harm me physically or financially, emotionally. I will give you a signed affidavit approved by my attorney in the court. We ain't got to do the lawsuit, but you're number one on this lawsuit, and I'm taking everything that I can from you because you sat here and got used as a token by these white women, and now they've turned their back on you, and now you're saying, "Oh my God, don't tell her." Oh my, and I feel bad for you, boo. I do.
I know.
But what did you think was going to happen? The same people that have people in my comments saying you're a slave and you get whipped, and y'all see the comments. Y'all see them. Y'all ain't dumb.
Karlos, how are you enjoying this real life version adoptee adaptation of?
Oh, she got. Oh,
what the hell? What the fuck?
Girls, come back.
Girls, come back.
So the thing is, the reason why I stay so silent is because like I said, we're strategic and we actually follow the law and we have a legal team. This is now beyond me, y'all. At this point, the injunctions have been served. The police are involved. Literally, there are investigators involved. Anything that happens to any of y'all is now y'all's fault.
Man, get over here.
And the fact that she's still waiting for, yeah, they gonna contact you now. The detective's gonna contact you now.
What were you saying? Wait, what were you saying, Kels? What was she going to ask her?
How does it feel to be Gretchen Wiener? How does it feel to be Gretchen?
No, I'm not Gretchen Wiener. Because here's the thing, I think that you and I talk about this. Yes, the Mean Girls weren't Mean Girls.
No, that's what I said. How does it feel to be Gretchen? How does it feel to be rich, beautiful, popular, and then the losers try to take you down, and then they end up exploding.
Because think about the Mean Girl. Why did the group of weirdos always try to bring them three girls down?
Yo, he
Because
is
they were-
Gretchen Wiener.
But if
They were popular.
And then they will get close to you. They'll send a friend to get close to you.
Yeah.
And then fuck up your diet, fuck up your minty.
It's a blueprint.
how does it feel to
Fun
be
fact,
Gretchen?
Tina Fey went to my high school, and Mean Girls was actually based off of my high school.
Like, how does it feel? I mean, I know how it feels to be God's favorite and always been a cool kid. How does it feel to be a cool kid? And
It feels,
this is Revenge of the Nerd.
Exhausting. It feels exhausting. It feels financially exhausting.
But
You guys won't exhaust my. Here's another thing, because Ariel, we were talking about some. Eventually, you'll run out of money. No, I won't.
Who running out of money?
Carlos will never run out of money, Ariel. If
You're
you're
fine. And even if I got close,
I already know.
Carlos
You
will
have
never.
plan
He will
A,
never
plan
run
B,
out of
plan
money.
C, plan B.
bitch, it's called liquidation.
Ariel.
I got about $300,000.
Baby,
Ariel,
here's your plan Z, okay?
Liquidate everything.
but
Ariel,
I
I
know
know
you
you're
live
not
on a
right.
Like,
I know you're not smart,
Honestly,
Ariel,
right.
so when you make so much money, your money makes money.
That's what I said.
exactly.
Carlos, how does it feel
I get
to be right?
okay. No, here's the crazy thing. Y'all still know that I was an actor, right? I told you guys this. I was an actor for years. I did YouTube and stuff, right? And a usual month, I would get $70 to $100 from my agency, because I still get money, because it's called, what do they call
Residuals.
it? Residuals.
Yeah, residuals.
So, but it's like not much, right? These are 10-year, 15-year-old videos. Tell me why when this shit started, I'm getting $500, $1,100, $1,500 per month, and then it's still climbing.
They
because
don't even
they're
realize what they're doing, and that's the thing. Like
They don't.
you think that you're canceling him, like the lady that that girl had. I'm all messed up. Broken Apple. Like she.
Yeah.
Ooh, don't ever let me find out who she is. I know she's from the country, but they don't realize that they got people searching for you. They got people looking for you. Now everybody's looking for everything that you have done and everything that you've made, and they're watching it, all of it. And they're probably
everything I made was monetized.
they're so
if you watch a YouTube video, if you guys don't even know, so let's say you go to Breitbart.com, because that's where a lot of them are watching the Karen video. That Karen video is copywritten. I sold that Karen video to a private production company. I make 60% off of it. The reason why I sold it is because if anyone tried to sue, I don't own it.
Mm-hmm. Smart. Always playing chess. Always playing chess.
I don't own it.
Smart.
Because I didn't know, because I didn't have her permission. She's never sued me. So that was
yeah,
years
but
ago.
that's just.
But I sold it immediately.
That's smart.
And then they said, well, we'll take 40%, you'll get 60%. And I said, forever? And they said, yes. I said, cool.
Oh, perfect.
So when these news stations have it on their article, it says YouTube, right? So when they're playing the video, that goes directly to them. We make like 2 cents of you, right?
Yeah.
It's a 15-minute video. The smallest one's 5 minutes, the longest one's 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So per watch, and you know how it goes by view.
Yeah, it goes
because
by
they
view.
hate me. They watch
the
whole thing.
Yep.
So I can potentially get $1 per video. She had 4 million people to look me up. Now let's just say a fourth of them.
Carlos
went
about
up
to
on
be
that
like
video.
Ebenezer Scrooge from DuckTales, jumping in the coins in his bathing suit, swimming through the coins.
But then I kept telling them to stop having people look me up because
Yeah,
you're only
because
monetizing. You're making me money.
You're making me money.
But here's the thing: did I like it? No, because then it comes with death threats and the DMs and all of this. But at the end of the day, if you're financially literate, like bitch, there is nothing. And that's the thing. They're like, do you know that podcast 3 Black Guys in the Mic? Yes. Why do you think that podcast is still up? Residuals.
Makes sense.
Anything that y'all can find that's tea is because it's making me money.
Right.
Anything that I want off the internet y'all have seen comes off the fucking internet. But that wasn't me though. I was minding my business. But yeah, anything that I created, anything that I own, any content that I own, I know how to use copyright law. I know how to get it off certain platforms. But why would I?
And that's why they'll never completely take you down. Because, okay, you might have taken out this 2 streams of income that I have, but I still have 15 more.
And then you use the streams of income from that to then reinvest in something else.
Right.
And reinvest it. Or you can spend it going traveling. That's what I'm doing now. But we'll just see what happens with Adoptee Talk, guys. I have a conference this weekend, so I will be, busy.